So, welcome you all in our new lecture on how to prepare your presentation in a process form or how to use eDraw MindMaster. So, before starting with eDraw MindMaster, what is eDraw MindMaster? MindMaster, this is a software which helps us to map the mind or basically map the ideas which are generating in mind. So we can use this software while doing brainstorming or while attending a meeting so that we can prepare a procedure or a step by step system which we can later on use in a form of chart or maybe in a form of image. So for downloading the MindMaster and using the MindMaster, we have to download the MindMaster. And how we can download that software, we have to go to Google, and in Google we have to search MindMaster. So here is our MindMaster, and we will click on MindMaster, and in this MindMaster eDraw MindMaster software we have to download. So we have to click on this link, and then this page will be available to us, and this page will tell you will give us the option to download the MindMaster software for our desktop. So this software is available for Windows, for Mac iOS, for Google, for Android, as well as for phones iOS, iPhones also. So you can click on this download and your download will start. And after downloading your software, you have to install the software in your system, and then we can start using the software. So let's go back to the software and then learn how we can use this software. So here we have installed this software, and now this software is ready for use. So before using this software, let me just give you some example of its already available templates to us. So there are various templates which is available to us in MindMaster. So we have to scroll this down and we have to check what are these templates. So this is a template which give us the introduction about MindMasters. We can develop our market plan, we can develop the risk management system, we can develop pest analysis by using this. We can also develop the case study by using this. And there are n number of templates which is available to us, so it's totally up to us which type of presentation we wanted to prepare. So we can also develop a wedding day timeline, uh, somebody's life biography, or historical timeline. So the way you wanted to use it, doesn't matter whether you belong to the humanities or a commerce field or a science field, this software is helpful for all of us. So let me just give you a brief about this software by clicking on one of the template. So let me just click on this balance scorecard template. So I'll click on this template will be available to us. Yes. So let me first close everything, and then I'll tell you how we can use it. So let me just close each and every single information. So yes, here I have closed every information. Suppose if you are taking lecture in your class and you are explaining something about balance scorecard, you can brief about balance scorecard to your student, that what is balance scorecard, why we require balance scorecard in any type of organizations. Doesn't matter whether it's a profit making organizations or NGO or it's college or an educational setup, we can still use balance scorecard. So balance scorecard has four dimensions. So first dimension is financial, second is customer, third is learning and developing, the fourth is internal process. In terms of financial, we have to set our goal, because our core idea or our core mission is to create shareholder value. So how we can create shareholder value? For that we have to set our goal. The moment we will set our goal, we have to generate some measures, we have to develop certain measures. So now we will click on measures, and we can create values for our shareholders by increasing the revenue, by reducing the expenses, by increasing the net income, by increasing the assets value. Suppose you wanted to add something, you can always click on this plus and you can further add or increase this balance scorecard. The second dimension is customer. The moment I'll click on the customer, the now our goal is, what do customers value, what are the different things which customer value. So we have to set our goal in that, and again we have to identify certain number of measures. So measures can be related to the customer satisfaction, customer retention, market share, brand strength. Third is learning and development. This is internal for the organization. So can we continue to improve? So we have to set our goal, and again we have to set the measures for our learning and development system. So we have to provide satisfaction to employee. We have to check take care, we have to keep a check on employee turnover, we have to provide skills to our employee, as well as we have to provide the education to our employer. Now the fourth process, or the fourth pillar of balance scorecard, is internal process. Internal process is totally based on what process do we need to expect. So we have to set our goal, and then again measures. In measures, we have to take care of inventory, orders, resource allocation, cycle time, and quality control. So we can prepare such type of flowchart, or basically mind map, which we can use for our presentations in our, maybe in office, maybe in schools, maybe in colleges during your lectures. So that's why MindMaster software is useful for us. So now we will learn how we can create our own mind map or mind by using MindMaster. So let me just click on back. Okay, file, yes, and here we can use so a blank template. So let me just go to the blank template. Let me just select this first radial map, and we will try to learn how we can prepare this mind maps. So I have clicked on this radial map. So now the first thing which it will ask, what is your main idea on which topic you wanted to prepare this mind master. So my main idea is related to the college. Okay, now this is my main idea. Now the college is surrounded by three different type of people. First is the principal of our college. Second is, again, for adding the another branch, we have to go to the college, and we can, after going to the college, we can get this plus sign, and we have to click on this plus sign, and now our second branch will be available. Now the second branch is related to the governing body or the trust of college. And now the third thing is related to the college is the university. Okay, so the college will fall under university. Governing body will prepare a college, or will take care about the college management, and the principal will take care about the college activity, education related activities. Now what the university will do for college, university will provide support related to the examination. Again, the university will provide the support related to admissions, support related to relations, maybe international relations. Okay, okay, let me just rename it. Yes, relations. Yeah, and the governing body will take care about the college management and funds, and the principal will head two different area. One is teaching department in the college, and another is non-teaching department. So here we can see that I have started preparing this mind map. Now we can further go. The teaching will include HODs. So principal will initially talk to the HODs what they need to do, and how what they can implement the new process related to the educations, maybe how they can conduct the internal examination in college. So they have to, the principal will meet the HOD or the staff council, and so on. Non-teaching will include administrative officer. The in governing body, the management will include the members of the body. In examination, it will include dean of examination. The admission will take care by the, again, dean of education. And the relations is, if suppose the university have inter international affairs office or body. Okay, whatever we call. So here we can see that I have prepared my own chart. Now suppose I wanted to I wanted to present this chart to someone in my meeting, maybe in the college. So what I can do is I can close each and every branch one by one. Here we can see that I have closed each and every branch. Now I'll start talking about the college. We can also change the themes. We can use any colors related to the box. So suppose I wanted to use green color, I can click on this. I can again click on green. college will reflect by green color. Now I wanted to explain about college in our meeting. So our college is here. This college has three different pillars. One is principal, second is governing body, third is university. Now I'll further explain about our university, that our university provide support related to three different fields. One is examination, another is admission, third is relations. Okay, so we can again, if you wanted to color this, so we can color, we can do the color codings. Well, let me just keep it same. Okay, and principal again related to something, yeah. Yes, yeah. So this university provide support related to the relations, examinations and admissions. And in relations, we for relations we have international affair office in our university. For admissions we have to deal with the deans of education, and in case of examinations we have to deal with the dean of examination. In case of governing body, the governing body has our management system, has our own management system, and this management systems include the members of the management, and these members take care about the decisions regarding related to the management of this college. And the principal, our principals take care about teaching as well as non-teaching activity in our college. The teaching activities include the number of HODs, and the non-teaching activities include the administrative officer in our college. And now all these people will take care about the college managements as well as educational systems. So that's how we can prepare our charts, and we can use this chart for our presentations in our meeting. Maybe uh, sh- we can develop some lectures into this chart system. So we can also take the lectures in front of our student by developing this type of a chart, by explaining which vectors lead to what and what vector leads to what other. Okay, so that's how we can prepare. So now suppose I wanted to prepare a relationship between governing body and the principal. So we can also create a relationship between these two things. So for creating these relations, I have to go to the relationships, and in relationships, I will connect this governing body with principal. And now the moment I'll connect this thing, it will ask me about the name of the relations. It will ask me the label. So I have to enter this label. Governing body may include the principal, or can change the principal, or can issue orders to our principals. Whatever you wanted to write, whatever the relations you wanted to prepare, you can prepare such type of a relations by adding relations from here. Okay, and now if you wanted to show this thing as a floating topic, so you can click on this and it will start showing you as a floating topic. So now a floating topic is here. Now this floating topic is a separate topic. We can write like UGC. Now this UGC has a impact on university as well as on college as well as on principal. So all type of appointment related to principals will be based on UGC notification. Okay, so here I'll write appointments. Okay, also governs the university system. Okay, how they govern the university system? They give an authorization letter. So I'll just write AL. It gives an authorization letter to the university where we can just check whether this university is affiliated, will fall under the UGC's norms or not. And this college has a relationship with the university, whether this college is affiliated to the university or not. And we can also add one more topic. Suppose I wanted to add a subtopic. So now the college has subtopic is like IQAC system in college, another subtopic. So this college has a part of IQAC system. This college has NCC. I can again click on plus sign. Okay, a part of NCC. It has NSS in our college. So that's how we can build this chart, and we can always use for the presentation purposes. So thank you very much for our lectures. I hope you have enjoyed this and you have learned how to use eDraw MindMaster.